Good morning, Wes. Thank Russ Gibson that is here with us. He's going to provide some guidance on the situation that we're living here today in Osceola County and nationwide. So, thank you first of all for being here with us. And can you explain in more detail the state-wide at-home order and what it entails and how we could, be proactive in obeying by it?
Absolutely. The Safer at Home order issued by Governor DeSantis is something, just like you said, covers the entire state. Some of the counties had their own to begin with, but as far as Osceola County's stay-at-home order or shelter-at-home order, that lapsed on April 9th, and we just now fell under the umbrella of the governor's order. So essentially, your home is your sanctuary. And that's the biggest thing that we want people to understand. It's not a punishment, but inside your home, if you don't have the coronavirus or COVID-19, you know that is a safe place.
Correct.
And the idea is that every time you leave your home and go to a supermarket or to a Home Depot or some other place, you run the risk of contracting the virus and bringing it back into your protected sanctuary. And so that's why they are saying that it's safer to stay at home, because that is your safe place.
Is that curfew still in effect?
The curfew for Osceola County is still in effect. It's from 11 o'clock at night until 5 o'clock in the morning. And that is something to also kind of curtail movement throughout our county. We've had 17 arrests related to the curfew,
Okay.
but every one of them have been underlining issues, criminally speaking. So these are people who were out there to commit crimes after 11 o'clock, and they were arrested not only for the crimes they committed, but also for the curfew.
So there's been an effect in the amount of arrests in the county.
Since this has come into place, because people are staying at home, even our criminals are taking it seriously, our crime rate has been reduced. Yes, so we've seen less arrests in the county.
And the masks, are they still mandatory?
The masks are mandatory in Osceola County. But although I believe yesterday the emergency policy group met and they removed the penalty clause for the masks, for the face coverings. So we don't really want to say masks because you're not required to use the N95 or surgical mask. In fact, you're being asked not to try to purchase those because there's a shortage of them. It could be as simple as grabbing your t-shirt and putting it over your nose and mouth while you're shopping real quick, or if you're getting out there. I want to be clear, this putting the face covering on your face is not going to prevent you from catching this virus. It's not intended for that. What it's intended for is if you are an asymptomatic person. In other words, you're having this virus inside your carrier, but you don't have any symptoms. You don't even know you have it. The face mask or face covering is something to, if you coughed or sneezed, would stop your spray from getting out and getting around other folks. So essentially, you're protecting them from you.
Got it. So how many deputies do you have available at this time?
Well, we have an extra probably 100 deputies because, as we know, our schools are closed. So that's about 60 deputies that we have as far as working in our schools. We also have our court systems that are operating very limitedly, and that's another 40 deputies. So they're out working with our patrol deputies as well as our criminal investigations. Some of those folks have criminal investigations background, so we want to really utilize them to their strengths.
Right, and I guess you have some measures in place to take care of your deputies as well.
Absolutely. Every deputy has PPEs, or protective personal equipment, which covers them from head to toe. And we're very proud of our communications officers. This is Telecommunications Week, and we want to say thank you for everything that you do. But these folks in communications are asking those questions. Flu-like symptoms, have you traveled abroad or been anywhere where there's a high amount of COVID-19 positive tests?
Right.
And with that information, the deputies can better arm themselves and know if they need to wear any sort of protective personal equipment when they're dealing with these folks, or even ask them to step outside their home, meet them in the yard.
Okay, we want to thank you from the Association of Poinciana Villages, one of the biggest homeowners associations in the United States. So thank you for giving some guidance, and please feel free to use this platform to communicate to our community. We're really grateful.
And I'd like to say one more thing, if that's still running. If you are a person who you read something on social media, which many times is like a tabloid, depending on which site you go to, call your elected officials to verify information. You can contact me at the office. I have people emailing me, instant messaging me, texting me, telephoning me, asking me questions about these ordinances, asking questions about what they can do, what they cannot do. I respond to every one of those. So information is power, and that's what you're trying to do here, and thank you for getting this word out.
I appreciate your presence here. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.